Hello everyone. In the lecture series of operating system, today we are going to discuss about introduction of operating system. For this subject, you can refer the books, textbooks like Tannenbaum, Galvin, Dhamdare, and now let's discuss about operating system. So operating system is not a new term. Everyone must have heard about it because we all have operating system in our laptop, desktop, mobile phones, etc. So what is operating system? Okay, so operating system is a kind of is a kind of system software. Okay, is a software or system software. Okay, so it is a program, it is a software, right? So what's the role of this operating system in our computer? So it acts as an interface. It acts as an interface between user and computer hardware. Okay, so operating system is a software and it acts as an interface between user and computer hardware. So who is the user? User is the person who is using the computer, and computer hardware are the hardware resources like CPU, memory, input output devices, etc. Okay. It is also a resource manager. It is also a resource manager because it manages the computer resources. Computer resources means the hardware resources like CPU, memory, input output devices. So it is also called as resource manager, and it is also a control program. Control program means it is also called the control program. Why? Because it controls the execution of users program. Okay, so like whatever the error are coming in the user program, it handles all the errors. Okay, and all the resources allocated to that particular program. Okay, so it is a control program also, right? So every computer system must have four essential components. Okay, these are: number one, user; number two, application programs; number three, operating system; and number four is computer hardware. So let's discuss these components with the help of a diagram. So here we have users, first component, user 1, user 2 to user n. Okay, and now here comes after this application program, right? These are the users. Application programs like system or application program which operating system controls, like compiler, assembler, and you can say text editor, MS Word, Excel, right? Like right, MS Word, Excel, or browser, database system, database management system. Okay, so the application programs, these are some system and application programs. Okay. Now operating system here. So operating system here controls the user's program, execution of user's program, and manages the hardware resources, computer hardware. So we can say that operating system, we can say that operating system acts as an intermediary between user and computer hardware. Okay, so till now we have discussed about the operating system. What is operating system? It is a system software. It acts as an interface between user and computer hardware, and it is a resource manager at it, as it allocates the resources and deallocates also, and it is a control program as it controls the execution of users program. And every computer system has some essential components like user, application program, computers, operating system, and computer hardware. And all these components are interconnected with each other in this manner. Okay, so user will interact with computer hardware with the help of this operating system. Okay, so this diagram shows the abstract view of the components of computer system. Okay, next, the functions of operating system. Okay, so as we know that operating system manages hardware resources. Okay, here we have seen that it is a resource manager. So it manages the CPU. Okay, it manages the memory, it manages the input output devices, disk, etc. Okay, so on the basis of the resources it manages, okay, it manages. So we have the functions of operating system, like first one is memory management. Whenever we talk about memory, we are referring the primary memory or RAM. Okay, so how the processes will be allocated or will get the space of memory. So operating system will keep track of the memory in use. Okay, so and the unused space or the free space in the memory available for the processes, and it allocate the process and deallocates also the space for some other processes. And if the memory is full, okay, so in that case it also do the swapping process. Okay, swap process. So it swap the processes from memory to disk and from disk to memory. Okay, so these are some functions of this memory management. Second is process management. Okay, so what do you mean by process? Process is an active state of a program, or you can say the program in execution. So operating system keep track of the process creation. Okay, how the process will create, how the resources will be allocated to the process, and it provides, it supports the inter-process communication and synchronization among the processes, and it also handles the deadlock. Okay, if deadlock arise, then how to prevent deadlock, how to avoid deadlock, how to recover if there is a deadlock in a system, so how we can come out of the situation of deadlock. So all these uh, functions comes under this process management. Okay, so operating system handles all these things. Next is this file management system. Okay, so in the file management system, operating system create the files and delete the files and directories. Okay, and it also manipulate the files and directories and keep take care of the operations performed in the file, like read operation, write, okay, rename, copy. So all these functionality are provided by operating system in this file management. Next one is input output device management. Input output device management. So operating system manages device communication through their respective drivers, and it keeps track of all the devices, and the program responsible for this device management is known as IO controller, input output controller. So it decide which device will be allocated and deallocated in the efficient manner. Okay, so it allocates the devices and deallocates also, right? So these are some functionalities of operating system. So in this lecture we have discussed about operating system and what is operating system, and various essential components of computer system, and the role of operating system, and the abstract view of these components with the help of this diagram also we have discussed, and some functions of operating system. Thank you.